I was thinking about how I've got pecs on my back.
Ah, yes, we've got to. Should we cut that in, Ninj?
Yeah, if you can, Leo. I'll give you the video, mate. I've got these.
Well, let's get you up. I reckon we've got to show them. I want to do some dynamic stuff now anyway. So let's.
Back muscles.
You'll see it in the clip. Hopefully, you drop it in right now.
You might be able to see it when I.
Yeah, look at them. Look at them. Just missing some nipples. That's all we need.
What's going on?
Big man, isn't he, for a 50-year-old? Very good, Ninj. G'day everybody, Ninja and Aaron here. A little video outside for you. Ninja's got a little spot in between his shoulder blades, so a really common area that people get niggles and pinches and pains. So we're going to show you some interesting ways that we go about treating that. So Ninj, do you want to show me where it is first, man? Like I can actually see the mark from when you told me before. So.
Yeah, it feels like it's right on my rib.
Yep.
So there'll be a little muscle attaching into there, about that spot there. So when I go different directions, when I go down onto that rib, I can really feel a therapeutic kind of sensation.
Yep.
So it's nothing too much, but yeah, I just think one treatment would clear it up for me. So.
Yeah, cool, man. Let's see if we can find it, eh? Yeah, see, maybe if, yeah, that's probably better. I'll see if I can find. Yeah, if you let it drop now, I reckon I can get into it a little bit more. So I'll probably show you some seated stuff too, because this feels like it's something that pops out when it's a seated position, but
that's it there.
That's it there. I've found it there. Sorry about the shadow there, Leo. I'm trying to find a way that I could pin it in a different spot, but yeah, sometimes you gotta just do what you gotta do to find a spot on someone. So I'm just gonna hold that for a little bit and let that melt, and then we'll start to explore. But Ninja's gonna guide me too, because if you've got a little spot like this in the shoulder blade, someone in your household or a friend or family member could actually help you out by pushing into it. But one of the main things to remember is the person receiving the treatment is in charge. They can direct, they can kind of guide the person pushing in as to where they need it. So now that I'm in there a little bit, I'm just starting to do a bit of an exploration. Feels like something further up's more on it, like there, Ninj.
Yeah. Yeah, what I was thinking when you were in there, you kind of have these intuitions, about going along my rib. Yeah, there.
That's more on it.
When
there.
you were,
it was a bit further down.
When you're exploring different angles on that rib, I could sense gunk or pain in different directions. So yeah, just if you explore different angles and plow along the rib a little bit. Yeah, that's strong, just there.
Yeah, so it's so fascinating because like we've been doing this so long, but it's amazing how you find a spot and then within 10 seconds, it's almost like you haven't got the spot anymore. It's like things melt, things shift out, things move, and you've got to go to the next collection area where there's something that's stuck. So
that's good.
Yeah, I'm just like searching for the hard spots because things melt, things shift, and then you've got to go find the next section that's hard. So yeah, I feel like that in there is where there's some good gold, and
that's it.
So I'm just shimmying that a little bit because if it is a rib, sometimes it's good to bounce a little bit, shimmy, shake, and that could be the thing that's going to help shift it for Ninj.
Yeah.
So yeah, the position my thumb is in here, this might be pretty difficult for a lot of you guys to do, but because I've been doing it a long time, it's a bit easier for me. But if you need to reinforce, you can use your other hand like this and push down a bit harder. But yeah, if you guys try this at home, it might be a bit challenging for you. But you can use elbows too, but just so you guys can see today, I wanted just to use the thumb. So it definitely feels deeper than just a trap or something, Ninj. It's like more on the...
It's on the bone.
On the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just keep shimmying down there. I think I'm following a bit of a lead there too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good, man. There's something there, eh? I'll just scoop that away. I'll come at it with the other thumb now, see if I can come on it from the underside a little bit. That's better for the sun.
Yeah.
It's my weaker thumb though, so this is probably more going to be like you guys at home. So I just flicked over something there. That felt like it was it.
Yeah.
For Ninj. That's definitely on something there, Ninj, is it?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, keep on exploring it and waiting on it till it melts.
Yeah, I can feel that flickiness there.
Yeah, it's a little bit nervy or something.
Yeah.
Describe it.
I'm actually going to come over here, Leo. I think I'm going to do a scoop off the scap. So let's try a sink in here and see what Ninja's got.
Yeah, I was intuitively thinking you'd either kind of off the scap, that rib off the scap, or off from the spine. So see if there was something at either end.
So I reckon I'm slowly going to just start to come into it now.
Yeah. Just feel it building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This for me, out of the 3 strokes, feels like it's got the best purchase on it, or it's going to come into the best purchase on it. And I can use this counter strain here, which I really like. It creates even more friction underneath the skin.
That's it.
So I'm just going to pin that, guys, because I reckon that's what he needs.
All right, now it's sort of past it a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, when you go into that kind of, in between the ribs,
back,
it feels now. Yeah, there's therapeutic feeling there.
Going to keep going along that rib.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
It's a little bit blowy today, isn't it, Ninj?
Bit of Mork and Mindy.
Bit of Mork and Mindy. Megan. So yeah, it's like if you're a body worker, you just got to be willing to explore these spots, because it's so incredibly nuanced when you get into this art and you really dive into what it is to be a body worker. You're not just working into what it looks like on a muscle chart. There's so much more happening underneath the skin, and I think your ability to really tune into what's going on will correlate with how successful you are as a body worker too. So
something there too.
Yeah, I'm just taking that all the way into the spine there. So scoop that out. We'll start again, I reckon.
Scoop the bastard out.
Scoop the bastard out like Barry taught us.
Yeah.
So hooking back into that scap, letting Ninja receive that. Bit of a counter strain. And then just start to plow in, and then I feel like that's when Ninja's going to feel like it starts to get closer to it.
Yeah. It's a bit serious, this video, Aaron.
It is, I know. We've got to lighten it up, Ninja.
I was thinking about how I've got pecs on my back.
Ah, yes. We've got to... Should we cut that in, Ninja?
Yeah, if you can, Leo. I'll give you the video, mate. I've got these...
well, let's get you up. I reckon we've got to show them. I want to do some dynamic stuff now anyway. So let's...
back muscles.
You'll see it in the clip. Hopefully you drop it in right now.
You might be able to see it when I...
Yeah, look at them. Look at them. Just missing some nipples. That's all we need.
Going on?
Big man, isn't he, for a 50-year-old? Very good, Ninj. So where is it, Ninj? Can you feel it? How's it feeling?
Oh, I reckon I'm pretty fixed.
Bit better?
Yeah. I'll try and see if you can... Any little skerricks there for you to...
So if you let your shoulders drop, Ninja, you'll see if it's much change there. So just trying to see if I can notice anything, but it looks pretty good. But we'll get back in. You can see where that thumbprint was. So let's go and explore there and just see what he's got. So if you let that shoulder drop there, Ninja, I'm just going to start around here and see if we can come into anything there.
Yeah, it's good to slow down there. Yeah, it's pretty, it doesn't feel too bad. Yeah, there's something just there.
Right.
But it's not too bad either. It's sort of just more of a maintenance one, a bit of a tune-up.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like I'm just going to park on that and just let that happen. See, Ninja's just kind of tuning in and creating these little movements there too, because this stuff, when you have a pain in here, it actually can cause range of motion issues at the neck. You can get that pulling that comes from the shoulder blade and goes up the neck, so it can cause headaches. And yeah, it means when you do like head checks in your car or you try and turn your head, you just get that stuck feeling in the neck. So medial border of the scap in here is definitely somewhere we go when we have anyone with neck issues or shoulder issues. All right, I'm just going to intuitively go down here a little bit because I feel like that's coming onto something that's pretty good right there.
Fuck yeah. Well,
that's some gold in there.
It's amazing when you just move your head how you feel things as well. It's
how much more it tugs on that spot,
yeah, the fascial continuums.
They're everywhere.
The Tommy Myers.
Tommy.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Tommy.
You're getting very good with your memory and enunciations, I reckon. Ninjas.
I'm getting better with age.
Yeah. You must be all that neural nectar.
Brain fog is clearing.
Oh, there's some good stuff in here.
Yeah.
Well, does that feel like it's past that a little bit now, Ninja? I feel like there's something
There's
there
still something
too.
to the lateral bit of that thumb of yours, or whatever it is you're using. Hope it's your thumb.
That's my thumb. It'd be a powerful something else if it was.
Yeah. Well, we know that it's pretty strong.
Can I hold my own?
You hold your own.
All right. Let's see if we can get even closer to that scap.
Oh yeah.
There's heaps in there. So yeah, for you anatomy lovers at home, we're pushing through the mid-trap fibres. Deeper underneath that, you've got the rhomboids, which attach to the medial border here, and then the scap, and they retract the scapula. But then underneath that, and this is what I think Ninja's got here, you've got all the but just back erectors, which come up from this section here and attach to random points on the rib cage.
Yeah.
I reckon that's what Ninja's got here, is one of those just a little bit sticky and just needs a little bit of a flush.
Yeah.
And this is like, for say normal massage, which glides over these areas, I just don't think normal massage is hitting these spots, because as you can see, you need to sustain the pressure for ages and actually let the tissue change, liquefy.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens when you put sustained pressure on a tissue, is you take it from a hardened state and you kind of melt it into a softer state. So that's the whole idea behind bodywork. We're trying to liquefy these hardened tissues.
And like Aaron was saying, the layers of muscle is sort of important to be aware of that as well. And there is deeper erectors. And I always get fascinated when I see the diagrams of those deeper muscles and just how they all fan out and join onto different ribs, and some go lateral, some go kind of medial, and join onto the spine and things like that. It's fascinating. That's it, man. So every time we see the front cover of that anatomy book we got,
it's so good, isn't it?
Those deep ones on that cover, and and you never see that layer of muscle, because you always see the standard anatomy
the superficial
chart.
ones,
Yeah, so we see and I suppose that's what people think. They see somebody in a bodybuilder or something like that, or someone that's defined, and thinks that that's all there is. You build these muscles up, but there's lots deeper layers, and they're the foundation, aren't they? They need to be
most important, aren't they?
Yeah, they need to be functioning well. It doesn't matter what you look like. The body's an instrument, not an ornament type of thing.
That's it. Ross Edgley.
Yeah. You need to be functioning first, so you're in the game. Whoa.
Some gold in there, man. I reckon we got one more. I just want to go straight back to that point that Ninja kind of mentioned. I'm just going to go into the middle, because I reckon, even though we like sticking close to the borders, I feel like this is on a rib, so we kind of can go straight into the guts of this, because we're actually pushing through to a deeper bone.
Yeah, we're going to connect in with the skeleton, haven't we? Yeah,
that's
there.
It. Yeah, I feel like that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ninja's just tuning in, letting me go deeper. Oh, it's gold. Oh, yeah, that little nugget.
Yeah, I can feel you.
Feel me going over that there, man?
Yeah. You're fishing around it.
Yeah.
Trying to get a nibble.
Trying to get a bite.
Yeah, I think you got a bite. Yeah. He's on the hook.
Got him.
Got him.
Reel him in.
Reel him in. You just stay on it. Don't let him off.
It's good. It's turned into a real treatment here.
Yeah, it is. It's always a real treatment.
Always a real treatment, but sometimes you just get engrossed, Like this is when, in a real treatment, if you come in, this is when it's game time, You kind of lock in together. There's a teamwork where there's not much talking, it's just business.
Yeah, it's the zone, isn't it?
This is the fix.
This is the zone, treatment zone. Yeah.
And these are the ones where you could take a couple of days to be better, because it's really targeted, it can feel bruised. Yeah. But what happens is we're sending so much blood and cells to the area that it's almost like the repairmen start working, and then, in 4 days' time, this is when you wake up and go, oh shit, it's gone. You have these epiphanies, so that's the power of bodywork. There you go, Ninj.
Very good.
Done, brother.
Done.
Hopefully that's cleaned you out there a little bit, man. But yeah, if you've got a pain in your shoulder blade, use this as a follow along. Maybe push into your partner or your friend or your kid's neck in the shoulder blade here. And if not, if you're local, come and see us and we'll be able to fix you up. Or if you're international, we have people all over the world that do this stuff now that have gone through our courses. So yeah, people are there to help.
Get fixed.
Get fixed.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Live a better life.
That's it.
Look at this bloke changing me life.
In your undies.
Thank you, man. In me undies.
See ya.
Love it. Done.